G'day and welcome to the Drop Bear Podcast. I'm your host Max, and today I'm joined here by my lovely friend and co-host Sam.
G'day. Today we're talking news.
Well, not just any news.
No, we're talking about the bizarre things in the world we live in. So sit back, relax, and tune into the drop.
Sam, it is good to be back, my friend. How are you going?
I'm going great, Max. Thank you for checking in with me. How is everybody else doing?
How is the world doing? It's over a charcoal grill at the moment. There's a lot of fire. Slowly burning.
Yeah.
But look, if anything, I expect it from 2020. So here we are.
We're in this world.
We're just
welcome back, guys.
chipping
Welcome
away.
back.
This is your little home away from home.
Podcast. Exactly. You can feel safe as much as you want here. Not in a creepy way, though.
It's a safe space.
Oh, no. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with new info, new news, new everything.
Yes, we're off Twitch. We're doing some mini games.
Yep.
We're going to be asking you, the viewers, some questions later.
Yep.
It's
going to be great.
We're changing this. We're turning this puppy around. We're doing it.
We're productive.
We're productive.
We're progressive.
We're progressive. We are all.
All right. We should start the show.
Please indulge me, Sam.
So, well, Max, I think first of all I'd like to indulge the audience on a particular topic, which is the unspoken. Oh God, yeah, a trip. The unspoken laws of the urinal, the men's urinal, to be exact.
I cannot express enough how important it is, the laws, not the rules.
It's a life and death.
It was like the 10 Commandments, but he forgot to flip the tablet and he didn't see him there.
Yeah. It's in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, he just said PS from God. Here are the numerals. Sam, for those viewers at home who haven't been on such a journey into the urinal, what is there to expect?
Well, Max, I'm glad you asked. The war zone that is the men's urinal, the first thing you need to expect is of a lower class rule. It's known by many. If you fart or loudly shit in one of the shitter stalls, you'll be shunned.
You will be shunned. The bell of shame will be rang. And
yeah, everybody in there. It doesn't matter if it's a small child, the age of 10.
We all have.
He will sit there. He'll bell out from anywhere, behind a wall, just absolutely hammering it out. It's just shame. Shame. Yeah, he'll cry. He'll feel awful, and then he'll never go and do that again.
Sam, I think the big rule that a lot of guys these days need to know is it's the big daddy of the rule. It's the great white of the ocean. It's the Tyrannosaurus Rex of the stalls. It's the be all end all of laws of the urinal, and that is the simple choice of peeing in a stall or peeing in a urinal. Now, by this I mean there is security in a stall. There are walls. There's just so much security, and you know that you're not going to be watched or shunned upon for taking your time because no one can see. Whether in a urinal, you're exposed. You know, Dave from HR is 2 stalls down, checking you out, and you got to just let it all go. It's a choice.
It's the difference between a man and a boy. That's when you grow up. That's when you know you've grown.
That's the test. They just walk you to the
age
urinals.
Out of the window. It's the urinal test. Yeah. That's when it's all brought upon yourself that I've changed. Yeah. I'm a new man.
You walk into the men's toilets with your dad and he goes, "Go, son." And he watches what you decide. And it's...
Is it the urinal? Or is it the stool?
And it's truly it shows in a lot of people. If for all the guys out there listening, we've all been there where we've been standing there for 5 minutes and we've not let our guard down. We haven't started because we're too insecure, but we're not going to leave until we're finished.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
It's
and
awkward.
it is. It's bizarre to
But
say
it's
the
the
least.
price you have to
It's
pay
just
for manhood.
exactly.
It's
Exactly. And once you get through that stage, you feel like God.
you,
You are God.
yeah, you nod your head to everyone around you. You get the salute from the veterans in the room. You get it all. Whether if
Everyone's
you,
clapping. It's like
it's
it's an
the bell of
entourage.
honor is being rung by all. It's
Mm.
separate bell.
There's someone crying outside.
Yeah, the 4-year-old again. That's because he shat
Yeah.
himself. But it's
Yeah.
it's it's a true testimony to, like, if you walk away from that urinal without finishing what you did, that is on you, and you're never getting
Oh
that
my
back.
God.
You can't walk back in there.
No.
You know you can't do it. That
Your dignity has been metaphorically flushed down the shitter.
that's
But I think it's the unspoken laws of the urinal that really set aside the men from the boys,
yeah.
and
And
it's detrimental to social status.
yeah, and I'd like to pay tribute to all the artists who draw on the stalls. It
Mm-hmm.
really gives you something
Truly
to think
amazing.
about, to avoid thinking about what you're sitting on. Like
Like Damo,
Damo.
0439 for a good time. Really great work. I don't know where he gets his prowess from. His artistic choice, but Dave, I know what's up. He knows how to have a good time. But
It's
or you've got the 12. Sorry, you go.
no, you're right.
Oh, I was just gonna mention the Noah
Noah.
with his 12-year-old scuck signs on the inside of the toilet and saying he's going to do awful things to your mum. That's Noah's artwork. It's justifiable to say the least.
We got another one
Unjustifiable.
from Andrew. It
Mhm.
says, I'm 5.4. What are you?
And it just
Just it's just inspirational. You just sit there in this tiny hall of artwork and you just think, what am I doing with my life?
What's that museum? Oh, not the museum, the
Hall of-
chapel.
Oh,
the
the
one like is it?
Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a
It's the
Sistine
Sistine
Chapel artwork level. That
Oh man,
it's just it's everything.
it's glorious.
It's glorious.
It's amazing.
It's
And
just
I think it's just hard to put in words how inspirational the artwork really is, isn't it? It really gives you a perspective into another man's world,
here's
into
my
their mind.
yeah. Here's my question to you, Sam. How do they
Yeah.
sneak in all the different coloured pens?
Oh no, they probably bring their bag in as well.
What they like
They
get
sit
their
there with
like
bag. They don't take the bag off their shoulders. It's still on their shoulder while they're sitting down taking a shit. But they're drawing that. They're sitting there doing their
and they
artwork,
have
having
like
a great time.
solid 5 minutes of whatever they're doing. They can't go over that time.
Yeah,
And that's all they have.
and they have a specific time frame that they go in. It's between 12 and 1 o'clock. And
It's right after their
it's a
shift
good
at
choice.
Donut King.
Yep. And then they go in there, and that's how they let
They
loose,
just
man.
go
That's
ham.
their
That's the home away from home.
and they have aspirations.
They have
That is, it's their aspirations. They want to go to college. They want to go to university. They express their artistic value in a professional field, and it's just it's difficult because they're stuck in a metaphorical urinal in their head.
It's just
It's
circular.
it's a circle of life.
Circular.
Oh my god!
it may sound dumb to some, but it is a very serious time for men. And like there are also like other questions that guys have about other stalls. Like, do the women's bathroom really have a couch in there?
We don't know. These are the mysteries.
Right.
The
Mysteries.
unsolved mysteries.
It's just I can't express enough how important it is to find these things out. And I really hope that one day we do find out these things and we get a couch too. I think it's only fair.
I want a couch in my shedder. I want to sit down. I mean, actually, it'd be pretty difficult to clean, to be quite honest with you.
Would be.
But that's the
That's the price you pay.
That's the step. Yeah, it's the price we pay. Comfortability for, I don't know,
Yeah,
hygiene.
It is.
So,
It is.
Best way to put it.
It is. It's just how we do it. Sam, I have a question for you.
Shoot your shot, Maxie. What is your question?
What is your take on Bigfoot? Like, what's it? He didn't see it coming. I've been waiting to ask him this question all week, and the look on his face now is just sheer disappointment.
What's my take on Bigfoot?
You didn't see it. You were thinking he's
No.
going to come with this philosophical idea. He's just going to ask
how the world was made.
Yeah, look, how the world turns.
But you decide to wait a week.
No, we're talking about the either very real
Bigfoot
or very fake Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot, Sam?
Do you want an honest question or a philosophical question?
No. I need you to answer.
I mean, they go hand in hand, I guess.
Do you believe in?
Well, Max, honestly, don't know. If I'm being dead serious here, I honestly wouldn't have a clue.
I believe. You should join me.
Probably, yeah. I will join you in this. Ascend to godhood and have the the knowledge and
you'll get your free
religion of Bigfoot.
Bigfoot starter pack. You get a free national park T-shirt that we found out of the garbage bin. That was too small for the person who bought it. And a extremely crappy quality camera to take photos of Bigfoot if you ever do see him.
Yeah, it's everything you need more. But being dead serious, actually, maybe there could be a world or some, pardon me, area on the planet somewhere that Bigfoot's just chilling in it.
He's here.
He's
with
eating
us.
bats.
He's here.
Rats, he's with us.
And in spirit. I can feel him.
In spirit, yeah.
He's with me.
I can feel the hot air on the back of my neck. And he's behind me. But yeah, no, I think it's
a wonder, isn't it? Like, you think you don't like. I don't know. Well, there probably is someone who just wakes up and goes, "Yeah, Bigfoot's a thing. I can live with that."
Yeah, Bigfoot is real. I believe in him, and he believes in me.
It's he believes it's just like what's the deal with it? Like, where do you think they came up with it?
I don't know. Some dude had to be on some extremely powerful psychedelic to think, okay.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, he's real. He is real, and you know it. It wasn't a bear walking on its feet. It wasn't a man in a costume. He is very real, and you can never take that from me.
You know where it started? The Revenant. He was on shrooms, and he got attacked by a grizzly bear. And he thought it was a...
That's it. It was a Sasquatch.
It started. It was...
Is there a slur to call him Bigfoot? Is Bigfoot a slur? And Sasquatch is the appropriate term?
We're probably going to get hunted down now by it.
Out there, we
know your Sasquatches.
And we know the Sasquatches, but I'm going to mess up saying that one too many times, and I think that will do more harm than good. We are sorry.
And We hope you forgive us in the long run.
Okay. Well,
If I ever go camping, please do not rip my legs off.
though Bigfoot is there, man. You gotta watch it. He wants his soul.
I always find the pictures that you see online, you could just search up Bigfoot and you would just see the highest quality it's ever gone is 144p.
Max.
That's the highest quality,
But
yeah, max.
but
That's the
really,
maximum,
like,
and
you
that's
think that's legit? Like, you're never gonna get like no one carries their phones around anymore. Like, no one
no
has their phone on them, which can take what 4K pictures now. Like, no one has that on
pictures.
them.
No, no, God
Um,
no,
no one has the
it's
money
outdated.
or stuff to make a fursuit,
No,
and no one can play with perception tricks to make things look bigger than they really are. It's just
yeah,
there's nothing
it's
against there's
unrealistic.
nothing against it. It's
Yeah, it's.
he's my savior.
Oh
Bigfoot is my
God,
hero. Maybe we
Bigfoot
should.
is my savior as well, but I think where was it originated from? That's what I want to
It's
know.
like some North American place.
Of course it is,
It's
but God, they got some weird ass like culture there. You got Mothman.
Mothman.
Remember
Mothman is
that
real.
when
You cannot take Mothman from
Moth
me. The cleansing of
Sasquatch
moths will come.
have begun,
It-
but they got some weird cultures up there.
Okay,
They got some
if you don't believe in Mothman, which is ridiculous, or Bigfoot, which is even more ridiculous, if you ask me,
more ridiculous.
then the Loch Ness monster is apparently not real either. So,
Actually, I mean,
oh,
there's a
speculate.
large number of things you could misinterpret it as.
What,
Honestly,
what could? Okay, Sam,
okay.
please indulge me on what we have been misinterpreting the Loch Ness monster for.
No, it could be the fin of like a
A fin,
where was it? It was like
because it looks like a
isn't it a
stegosaurus as a fish.
look,
No, it's
okay.
definitely a fin.
If you hear me
You're getting.
if you if you hear me out for a second, I'll explain to the best of my ability. So from my recollection or from my brief knowledge of Nordic law, I think it originates from that culture. And you know those dudes like were barbaric and pretty much had PTSD all the time. So you just have to sort of connect the dots that some dude in a Nordic culture somewhere said, see this fin in the water? Don't you think that looks a little bit suspicious? And some dude's like, yeah, I think that's a monster. And they're like, all right, let's write this down. And now it's been in culture ever since.
That
But
that is a valid way of
maybe,
putting it. Maybe it's real.
yeah, maybe Israel. We don't know. We have to go back and ask them. That'd be the first thing I'd ask someone in a time machine.
Is
Oh
Jesus
God,
for
what
real?
were you talking about? Yeah.
Could I meet him? What about Okay, well, if you ever saw the Loch Ness monster, would you go for a ride on his back?
You kidding me? Would I go on a ride? Yes.
Okay,
No. He's probably the closest thing back then to like a shark.
a shark. I
To me.
would
Yeah.
happily.
You
He would
wouldn't.
come up to me on the beach and he'd go, Max, Max, ride me. I've been so lonely. I need someone to be my Lone Ranger to my Silver. And I'll be, oh, of course, Loch Ness Monster. I'm a huge fan. I'll sit on your back any day, and we'll all be happy because I'm riding the Loch Ness
It's an
Monster.
experience.
It's an experience. It's something you
Little
don't get at SeaWorld, and there's not much you don't get at
little
SeaWorld.
did Max know he was actually in SeaWorld,
He
but
wasn't.
a 50-year-old man spiked Max's drink, and Max thought that what's another ride at SeaWorld? It's like really big. It's like a water park area. That's in SeaWorld currently.
Yeah, that's
It's
good.
connected.
It's It's a
God.
bloody good time, that. I reckon there needs to be more Loch Ness Monster orientated stuff in the world. I think we've kind of let them
I want
go.
to know. Yeah, it's a what? There's a word for it. What's it called when there's like a culture or a
Oh,
yeah,
I know.
folklore? That's it. Folklore.
Folklore.
That's what it's called.
That's it.
Folklore.
We got it.
That's the word. That's the word.
Stop the
But
search.
there's a lot of folklore everywhere. But you've got honestly, I want to know as well if South Park has some similarity with folklore as well with the Bear Pig Man. I wonder if that's like an
That is
Indian
real.
culture.
That is my third favorite after the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot. The Pig Bear Man. That's up there.
That's really up there.
I think that's a demon,
My
Sam.
favorite. Probably is.
I don't think that was
But
anything nice. Like a boar, a bear, and a human. It's not.
yeah.
It's not a good mix, is it?
Yeah. But the thing we have to admit to ourselves is folklore's like it's good at one thing and one thing only, making you skeptical of wherever it's from. You don't go out in the bush and go like, God no, Bigfoot's not real. You know, in the back of your head, you're like, okay, fight or flight instinct. If I see a dude on two legs, like 8 foot, with giant feet and hands, I'm not thinking it's a silverback gorilla. That is Bigfoot, and
If
I'm running.
if it was a silverback gorilla, would you stop?
No, I'd run.
You
I'd
wouldn't?
probably die, but I'd run.
Fair enough.
No, I'd go pet the animal. I would go make.
You wouldn't. You'd
I
run
would go
from
make
Bigfoot.
sensual love to the gorilla.
That's terrible.
That's what I would.
You'd set your love to the gorilla by shooting it with a tranquilizer gun.
Yeah, but they do good at making you second guess yourself about where
Yeah,
it's from.
they're having a good time. They're like, you can't go out of your tent at night. There's a
Yeah,
reason we have
see
that
that little
rule.
circle there? Grab a stick real quick. Put a circle in the ground. If you go in there,
You're safe.
the Wendigo is gonna eat you.
What about you
And
set
you're
up camp and you put the salt around all your tents? We're safe. But you know that when you're in that crappy circle of salt, you feel 10 times more safe than when you're outside of it.
yeah.
It's not, if the Wendigo is real, you run straight back to those tents knowing full well that
Oh god,
salt
yeah.
is your last hope.
Yeah. Do you ever think to yourself like, how does that work? Is it just like a never-ending beam that goes
Well,
up above the tent, or does it have like a height limit? How far the salt protects
or
you?
it's they can just jump. What if
It
they
just
just
jumps
avoid
over.
touching the salt? Just walk over it.
Yeah.
But if they touch the
I can just
salt,
imagine a movie scenario where it's like realistic animals, but the animals being quiet, but it's really like it's stubborn and it's not smart in where it puts its footing. So I can just imagine some giant like Wendigo walking around and the people are freaking out, and next thing you know, you feel like this heavy ass force fall under the tent because the Wendigo's fallen on top of it. Everyone's freaking out. The Wendigo's like, oh god.
what is a
That's
Wendigo
my
for
movie.
those who don't know? So,
Wendigo's like folklore from I think it's
is it Nordic?
North America. No, no, no,
Everything's
not Nordic.
Northern
It's like North
American.
law about it's like people that used to eat people and then went crazy and then turned into that.
Deer,
So
a 9
yeah,
foot deer.
that's what it is. A 9 foot deer with somehow having like a moose slash deer face. Don't know how that works, but
Here
there's
we
some
are.
like genetic. It's like Annihilation type. The movie Annihilation, if nobody knows about that, it's on Netflix. It's a really good movie.
It is.
Terrifying, but really good.
Yeah.
Really makes you question.
I can't wait till next time I get to see Mr. Wendigo. It's
Oh, gotcha.
It's
It's
just
truly a
all these
spectacle.
mythical animals. I just can't wait to go out, find, befriend, and make a Netflix series on it.
You know how 2020 is going to shit? Do you ever think maybe this is the year that we see Bigfoot?
Well, didn't they do it with the aliens?
I mean,
They were like, yeah, you
are
know
we,
what? We might as well just tell
are
them.
we to question it? Yeah, it's like June now, so like midway through June, some dude's just gonna pop up in some Independence Day giant ass spaceship over the top of America while everyone's having riots in the street. Everyone's gonna freak their shit out and be like, what do we do? And then, it's gonna be world pandemic once again.
But like, remember
And
those fighter jet films? How they actually have legit footage of the aliens? Have you
yeah,
seen that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good of the US. Just in case you guys
Oh
are
god, yeah.
wondering, they're real. We've just been holding on to this for a really good year, and we think 2020 is the time.
And we just didn't think to let anybody know or prepare for the day that aliens come in and we can obviously fight off against a highly technological species on our own.
But we,
Again, one day there's just some dude in the backyard, like a 40-year-old scientist with like a pre-made helicopter, like half of an Apache helicopter, and he's got like a side cockpit where he just sits in there with his son with like an MG. And they fight aliens with that thing. That's who saves the planet. Independence Day,
it's a gyro
America style.
whirly
Yeah,
bird.
it's a gyro. Oh man.
Put the engine to your quad bike on the back.
It's got a 12-volt battery in the back of it.
12-volt battery. Oh, imagine if that died midair. You left the
Oh no, you'd be in the
headlights
shit.
on.
Alright, sign him out. Jumps out the side, parachutes. You hear the gate.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's... Sam, I have a new game for us to play on the podcast. It's called
Is that so, Max?
it,
And what would this game be?
it's called Questionable Colloquialisms. And I can't speak today.
Okay, creative.
Yes, it is.
Wow, like really kick
Fo-
it off this time.
Yes, well, it's a new game, and I'll explain the rules to you. So,
Righto.
you, my friend, we have
Yep.
both collected 3 sayings that are beyond us, that we don't know. We know what they are when we ask them, but we don't know when we're asked. And basically, we have to guess
Alright.
what they are in 5 attempts.
Alright.
And it's best of however many. We're not keeping points, but here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna start you off with a bit of a tricky one, Sam, just so you understand the level of
Intelligence and
intelligence.
intellect we've developed into this
Sam,
higher brain thinking game.
I got
Alright,
this one
I'm ready.
from a website, and it says it comes from Holland. It is pulling a cow out of a ditch.
Piecing that together, that's probably the first thing I would think trying to get out of shit.
Is that your
Like,
first attempt?
That's my first
That's
attempt.
your first
That's
attempt.
my first
That's,
answer.
okay.
Trying to get out an answer.
You're wrong.
Like trying to get out of trouble.
That wrong. You got 4 more attempts, Sammy. Really put it like you got cow, you got ditch, you got pulling, and Holland is the origin of this. It's really simple if you think about it. Like,
So it's not trying to get out of trouble.
no.
Is that what it is?
No.
No. Okay. Oh god, that's a tricky
That's
one.
2 down, man. You keep wasting them. You got
Down.
just break it up. Just piece it together.
I don't know.
What are you
Trying to
thinking?
pull a cow out of a ditch. Well, I can only think of one thing, and that would be trying to pull it out of a ditch. And that are we thinking in a metaphorical or a literal sense? Because these are important bits of information.
It is very metaphorical.
I probably would have picked up on that, but
Yes,
I obviously didn't. Pineapple? I don't know. Honestly, that's
you got.
trying to pull a
I'll
cow
give
out
you
of a
one more.
ditch.
We'll do best of 3 attempts.
Trying to pull a cow out of a ditch.
Last attempt for $1 million.
Can I pass?
No, you just
I'll
gotta.
pass.
You can't. You bitched out. That's 3 strikes.
Bitched
Sammy.
out.
To pull a
I'm
cow
out.
out of a ditch for people from the home of Holland, it means to bring up an old unwanted argument.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't
So
think about that.
instead of just starting an unwanted argument, these people walk up to you and go, "I'm about to pull a cow out of the ditch on this guy." And then you watch them argue for the next 2 hours. It's
Righto. That's interesting choice of
it's
colloquial.
real.
We're gonna use that from now on. That's gonna be something we say to people,
That's
and there's just gonna be that one whole tourist. It's gonna be like, "Oh, it does."
Yeah. All right, Sammy, hit me with your best.
Mm-hmm. All right. So my first one is it's a little bit easy. My ones probably aren't even by far as easy as yours. These ones are gonna be pack of piss.
Yeah.
Um,
Went all out. I'm gonna be the champion.
I think I just deleted it. So I'm about to have a conniption fit. What would you think that is, Max?
Conniption. Could you give me the
Conniption.
origin of saying?
It is from America, or
America.
I think it's from the UK. Sorry, it's from the UK.
Very different, say. Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yep. Yes, I'm sure. Okay. I've done my
A
research.
conniption fit. Conniption fit. What's a conniption? I'm gonna go out. Could you could you say the
I
quote
can't give
again
any
for
easy
me?
answers. I'm going to have a conniption
I'm
fit.
going to have a conniption fit. I'm going to say that is I am about to go aggro on him. I'm about to lose my shit.
Yes.
I'm right.
$1 million, Max.
$1 million.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Thank you. No, you're
Yep.
awesome. All right. All right. Round 2. So 1 to
Great
me.
job.
Just in case the
Round
guys
2.
didn't know. Yeah, I'm winning. Max.
Yep.
That's the guy's winning. All right. Second round. Are you ready, Sam?
Putting in my resignation. Yeah, I'm ready.
You're hyped. All right.
I'm hyped.
This one
As
is
hyped as I could
of
be.
Russian origins. Sorry. Yeah, Russian origin. Oh no, probably Roman. It's a bit of a difference there, isn't there? We're gonna say Roman origins.
Man, we're not real good with this research shit, are we?
Okay. The
Alright.
saying is
Hit me with it.
going where Caesar goes on foot.
Going where Caesar goes on foot.
It's a bit of a questionable one.
Well, like Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar is a good way of breaking it down. That's good train of thought.
Like the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar.
No, like the pop singer Julius Caesar. Yes, the Roman Emperor.
I don't know. I'm just breaking it down. There's a lot of.
No, you're
You
right.
said Russian first.
Yeah.
And Caesar
It said
is
Russian on
another
the
one.
page, but I'm questioning that.
The walking in Julius Caesar's footsteps. Backstabbing someone? I don't know.
Okay, that's your first attempt.
Ruling.
And that is a big no-no. All right. I'll repeat it for you. Going where Caesar goes on foot.
Goes on foot.
You think it's a king?
I don't know.
Where's the one place you can't go on foot? That you have to go on
You
foot
know,
to?
90% of the Romans were like on foot all the time.
Yeah, but not Caesar.
They
He's the
didn't
king.
always send. I don't know. Does it have something to do with a urinal, maybe?
Ooh,
Oh, was that
he's onto
close?
something. I think Sam's. It's not
Um,
just a coincidence that we talked about that today, is it now? It's all part of my grand plan, Sam. I've been thinking about this for
It's
weeks.
all part of my art plan. Alright. Him doing shit, I'm gonna take a guess. Or a P, I don't know. Either one of those
That
two.
is correct for $1 million. Go, Sammy!
Like
It
to scream,
means
but this
to go to the toilet in Rome. And apparently, it was the only place that Caesar ever actually walked to. He was carried everywhere else.
I'd like to see the leads to this URL link. I want to
There aren't
research
any
this.
pictures, unfortunately, but there are nice descriptions.
Wonderful.
All right, let's switch this around, Sammy. What do you got for me?
Well, Maxie, the next one is pretty simplistic, once again, because I honestly could not find any colloquialisms that were of substantial use. He's about as useless as a screen door on a submarine. You really don't have to think too hard about this one,
Well,
Max.
you never know. It could be a trick question, and you're trying to fool me.
Could be a trick question, Maxie.
Screen door, submarine. Now let's think about this. Let's break it down. Submarines are 95% of the time underwater, if I'm not wrong. Now that small
Right.
5%, that screen door is actually quite valuable, isn't it? Because
Is it now, Max?
it, let a nice draft in for everyone working on the submarine. You know, maybe the guys working on the torpedoes are a bit hot and they need that nice breeze. So I'm going to say a very useful object. The 5% of the time.
That is incorrect, Max. I'm sorry.
All right,
that is
I got
incorrect.
2 more attempts. I got this.
2 more goes.
Could I have the origins?
Origins? Well, it didn't actually say the origins, but I'm going to take a guess and say it's either from the UK or because I damn well know Australia doesn't have a sub.
Well, let me just say, Sammy, it's imperative that I know where it's from because
America.
America?
Yep,
Okay,
it's
could
from
I have
Northern
it
America.
repeated one more time just to be sure?
Okay, Max. I'll repeat it again. He's about as useless as a screen door on a submarine.
Okay, I'm going to say that means to be extremely useless.
Yep.
I got it.
Wonderful
Thank
job,
you.
guys. Ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
you.
Max.
Thank you. Alright. Final round, Sammy.
Final round.
Now, you could either tie with me if you've got a really good one for me, or you could stuff this up. Okay?
Mhm.
It's a bit of a tricky one. The origins are of Spain.
Spain. Okay.
Spain.
I'm listening.
Okay. I hope you know your history about Spain.
Yep.
It is.
No, absolutely nothing.
I'm glad because I'm about the same. It is to give someone a pumpkin.
To give someone a pumpkin.
Now break it down. What does
Okay,
the
now
word
this one's
pumpkin
hard.
really mean?
To give someone a pumpkin. Is it like a split word, like a pumpkin?
Oh, no, it's
Or like the literal pumpkin?
Maybe it's a literal pumpkin, maybe it's a split. I'm not your friend right now, Sam. We're kind of. This is almost a war, if you like.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Spain. Spain. Are pumpkins
Spain.
are in abundance in Spain? I don't know.
I don't think they do Halloween over there. I think they have some other
No,
word
Sam,
for
this
it.
one doesn't have
Something
anything
called-
to do with Halloween. That's very good.
to give someone a
To
pumpkin,
give someone a pumpkin.
to send them some sort of flirtatious innuendo, maybe? Like,
That is
sending them.
incorrect, my friend. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
You've probably
Alright,
strayed away
2 more
from it
shots.
a bit too far. I
Okay,
will say it's probably the opposite of that.
right.
Yeah.
So, to tell somebody off, I guess.
You know what? I'll give it to
Friend
you.
zone.
I'll give it. Oh,
Really?
I'll give it to you. Yeah. You
What
got
is
it
it?
right. Well
Tell me.
done. Yay, Sam. Yeah, not much of a
Yay.
crowd for you, unfortunately. It means to stand up to someone.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
So if
close enough.
you've been bullied at your workplace for 10 years by Rodney and you're sick of it, you're going to give him a pumpkin.
I hate Rodney. We hate you, Rodney.
Bloody Rodney
Alright.
from HR.
Oh, God. Alright, last and final question,
Final
Maxi.
round. I'm
This one has
hyped. I got
honestly
this.
the easiest shit you're ever going to do in your life.
Thank you.
So this has an origin of quite literally everywhere in the world,
Everywhere.
and the phrase is barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree. Now this could mean a lot of things, considering it has no specific origins. It could be an oak tree. It could be a
Mhm.
birch tree. It could be.
Mhm.
It could be a matter of things. Is there a specific
Mhm.
dog that is barking up said tree?
No, it could be any dog you
It could
like.
be any dog, including the one that keeps harassing me.
Yes,
Right.
that one.
Barking up the wrong tree. I'm going to say for $1 million, because that's
Mhm.
what's on the line, and my dignity, because if I get
If you
this
get
wrong,
this wrong,
I'm gonna look like a bit of a fruitcake.
I'm putting in my resignation letter.
I've only been on the air for 6
Alright.
weeks. It's pretty sad.
Alright. Yeah.
I'm going to say.
God.
Oh, gee, I don't know how to word this. To start something you shouldn't.
That is incorrect,
You're
Max.
kidding
I'm
me.
sorry.
Are you serious?
I'm not
I don't have a
serious.
backup. Okay.
No. It's incorrect.
It's incorrect. To bark up the wrong tree. That's what I'll think.
Actually, you know what, Max? You know what? I'll give it to you.
You give it to me.
I'll give
You
it
gave it to me,
Gave
ladies
it
and
to
gentlemen. $1 million to Matt. Thank you very
Max,
much. Lovely
congratulations,
playing
ladies
with
and
you.
gentlemen.
If
You've
you guys have any good colloquialisms or sayings that you use that are a bit out there, please send them to us on Discord, Facebook, wherever you can find us. Please, please, please give us your best sayings and we'll use them on these mini games. It was lovely playing.
And if you have any recommendations, ladies and gentlemen, for the another game you guys think that you'd be great to invest in, or you'd have a game that you want to invent on this podcast yourselves, just throw it in there.
And we might
Go
even have you
for it.
on there.
Sounds like a great idea.
Sam, we've one final topic
Yeah.
today. Now, I've had my say with Bigfoot and
Mhm.
all the rest, and I'm
Mhm.
expecting big things from this because I've been waiting all week. I've just been so
Yep.
excited. I'm just been, oh my god, he's got this great idea. Such faith in him. So excited. Big shoes are filling, you know?
All right.
So please, take the stage.
So you want me to start or you to start,
Well,
Max?
you're the one with the
'Cause-
topic, mate. I'm just the
Well, Max,
co-host.
I'm glad you asked about that. But
Honey?
I think something that's shut up. I think the best thing to start off with, I found something really interesting today. Some people don't really think about is the we live in a society where laws and rules shape the way that people can act in certain ways and get away with certain things. But nobody really thinks about the dumb laws.
The dumb laws.
Nobody the dumb
Ooh,
laws. Particularly in Australia, we
you've
have
got
some
my
really weird.
interest.
Yep. There's some bizarre laws out there, Max.
Is
Trust
there
me.
a specific way to blow up a didgeridoo?
Blow up a didgeridoo. It's
That
gonna
came out
fucking
wrong.
inflate.
Blow into, not blow up.
Yeah, it's
To blow up a
an
didgeridoo
inflatable
would be
device
quite a rude thing, probably.
thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's good to mention that
Could you give
some of
us an
these
example?
laws. Okay, well, I'll give you an example. So, in Tasmania, the state of
The
Tasmania,
state of
in
2 arms and 3 heads at a minimum.
it's against the law to challenge someone to like a Western duel. Not a duel.
Oh my god!
smoke
I completely forgot. I
a
have
West-
one of those on today. Oh no! I forgot to take.
to call it off.
Oh my god! Where are my dueling pistols? I completely forgot. So, are you dead
God.
serious?
But
I
I'm dead
challenge you
serious.
to
You
a
want to know the
duel.
fun?
Oh my! That is gold.
You want to know the price? How much it is
What's the
if you actually do
fine?
that?
What's the punishment?
$6 grand.
6 grand.
6 grand.
Gee, seriously, dangerous things and that. Is it worth it? I think so. Because
I would
I
definitely.
personally love myself a Saturday duel. It that is an amazing law. What do you think happened to make
is.
that happen?
I mean,
Was
we'd have to
Peter
go in depth about when it was invented.
was
Which I
Peter having
honestly
a duel
have no
one
clue.
day with someone from Tasmania, and because they had 3 arms, they had the upper
It
hand
was
on
unfair.
him? Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut this off, boys. Sorry. Been a good run. Had some real good contests, but we're gonna have to cut it off. I'm sorry.
Is there
And
anything
everyone was
about
like, "What?"
jousting in there?
I don't. I think it's just like inherently just surrounded by the concept of one person against another. It could be like a
So jousting
fist
does
fight.
come under that?
Yes,
Jousting.
jousting. Yes, Mac.
So I can't joust
medieval
in Tasmania.
contest of jousting. No,
That is a bummer. I had plans for that.
area where you could joust,
Is there a
and
nice...
now it's just complete.
It's not. It's a fine. I'm willing to pay
It's a
that
fine.
fine and do it.
Oh yeah. If
I'll
I was a
joust you.
millionaire, I would
I would
do
joust
a
you.
duel.
I would joust you.
Take on very many
You're
different
on.
innuendos there, Max.
I don't even know.
But another law that I found really bizarre as well, and it's like I don't really know why, but it's actually quite funny. It's the law in Queensland for taxi drivers to keep a bale of hay in their boot at all times.
Sorry, could you
Yeah.
just say that
Yeah.
again? Because I think I heard you wrong.
Taxi drivers have to keep a bale of hay in their boots at all.
I'm gonna check that. I think you're on. I think.
No, I'm not being dead
No,
serious.
I think.
There's even a thing on National Geographic about them actually confirming
So
that as a law.
why do we need a bale of hay in our taxis, Sam?
Max, if I knew that, I would be a millionaire right now.
Oh no,
Selling
actually, this is true. I once was getting picked up from the airport, and look, it was what 3 hour plane trip, and my horse was a bit peckish, if I'm being honest. And I was
My
like,
horse was a
oh
bit
man, what am I gonna do? I'm in Queensland. It's probably not hay for miles. Clicked. There has to be hay in the back of a taxi somewhere.
Give him a tip, and he will just feed me horse.
Gee, that's interesting.
Perfect.
How
That's-
old do you think that law is?
I mean, taxi driver. How long do you reckon that goes back?
Do you
as
think
like
they
a
know?
job role? What do you think? Did they know?
It's probably
Do they
next
know
to
they
the
have
spare
hay?
tire that they have.
They probably get recruited, and they're like, okay, number one thing,
Hey,
hay. And he's like, what do you mean? Just
just
hay, a bale of hay in the back of the car. Don't question it.
had a fine for
Don't.
30,000 last week. I can't do this anymore.
I can't do it anymore. You guys need to pick your shit up. A hail of hay.
There are a lot more horse owners out there than we think.
And yeah, just if you get that down pat, you hide. But that's just so
That
bizarre.
that is an amazing.
It's that of all.
There needs to be more of it. Are there any others?
Well, Maxie, I'm glad you asked. Actually,
How many more does he
in
have?
Western Australia, it's illegal to be in possession of more than 50 kilos of potatoes at a time. Not sure if that has anything
Oh,
to relate to um,
it's oddly specific,
Irish people at
isn't
all.
it?
I don't know why.
It's an oddly
Do you think it
specific
would like?
number.
Yeah, why 50? Why not like 45 or 100
Well,
kilos of
like,
potatoes? Why
first off,
can you make
50
like a
is quite a
biological?
large number. Like, maybe dial it back to like 20.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know many times you go on to get your roast and you're like, do you have the 50 kilos, right? And they said, no, I had 51 and they just took it off me.
It was awful.
It's
My kids were
what?
with me.
So what's that from, do you reckon?
It could quite literally mean anything, Max, to be honest. I'm gonna say, just from stereotypical Australian things to think of, is Irish people coming in and illegally selling potatoes.
Right.
That's just my
That is
that's just
quite
my
a
point of
valid
view.
answer to where that law originates from.
Yeah, nothing else could really think of that. Maybe it's
No.
some biological hazard. You could invent like an infinite rotating power source with like potatoes and
Maybe.
cords and make a nuclear device. We don't know,
Maybe you
Max.
can make a bomb with 50 potatoes. Wait, 50%?
No,
Like
50
50
kgs.
kilos of potatoes.
Who knows?
That is amazing.
But number one rule, Max. This isn't a law just yet. I'll connect it, but don't bring a giant Russian woman with very large breasts to Australia. That's also an alcoholic. Do you want to know why?
Sad. I'm not going to
In
lie. This is very specific.
very specific, but you'll understand once I say it. In Western Australia, it's illegal to crush a beer between your naked breasts. I'm loving these pauses.
Okay.
The pauses are the
It's.
best bit.
I don't think anymore you need to be a woman to do that. Really.
Yeah.
Wow, that is. Why do you think that's the case? Why do you think that's the case?
We don't have an answer to any of these.
I need
but,
an answer to more of these.
I think I don't know. It can stem from literally anything, mate.
It.
I reckon it's probably like a oddly specific law relating to
One incident.
one incident, yeah, or just relating to the like public indecency.
No,
Like-
I reckon it's specific if it's just to one state.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
reckon
really
it was
want to
some,
know
like-
that story. If any of you have
probably like
a story to
Julia
why that law
Gillard.
is made,
Julia Gillard put it through
I
as a
know.
law, and it followed
You
through
can't crack
because she actually
open.
lost the test where she couldn't crack a beer between her breasts, and that's valid.
No, you
I'm gonna
can't
be
crack a
quite honest.
beer with your nose.
No, you can't. But there's another law here, and it's like in Victoria, it's against the law to wear pink hot pants after midday on a Sunday. think it's worded wrong, like hot pink or pink hot. Like, how does that?
I these are all so specific. It worries me.
Look, okay.
They need to have
I
a nice
finally
little description of why these laws were created right
story
underneath,
right
because
underneath it, like a full essay.
you see, James one day went out of his way to wear his pink hot pants on a Sunday afternoon, and he got fined for it. Do you think the police know
The
that?
reason
Do you think they're on the prowl for that?
they're probably just they're waiting for the day to have that. Okay, that's what we're gonna do is marketing on our. It's the next thing. Is I'm gonna walk out Sunday in where is it? I think it's Western Australia. No, in Victoria. I will fly to Victoria.
We will fly.
Where we will fly to Victoria. Wear pink hot pants after midday on a Sunday.
Okay, quick question. What is the fine or sentence?
Well, the fine is doesn't show a fine to be honest. You just can't do it. I think it's
don't.
$1,000.
Probably
You
so.
just get arrested. You go to jail.
Just indefinitely.
You have a sentence. God,
Dear, that
you
is
think awful. People have
people have
someone's
suffered
been
from
arrested.
these laws.
Yeah, but I think that's all we have for the laws.
That's all we have.
That's pretty much the the large consensus of laws that are that's there.
Well, you cease
But
to surprise me, Sam. That was very. I think that tops the Loch Ness
very
monster. If I'm being honest,
oh god.
I've
But
always wanted to wear pink pants on a Sunday afternoon in Victoria.
But something we don't talk about often enough is we have the unspoken rule of the urinal. But do we ever have a rule where we're allowed to confront a person in an aisle that has ripped ass and walked away? Have you? Is there a rule there?
Is there a rule? There's a law. There has to be.
There's a law. That has to be on the weird laws. If you shit yourself, if you defecate your garments in the shopping
Your breeches.
that I'm currently establishing your bridges, if you do that in an aisle, you will be fined a large sum of money. And
50 kilos of potatoes, specifically.
Court about that and followed that up as a law. But
That
I want to know the scenario in which someone actually has ever done that. Like,
if any of you out there listening have a story to tell from where some of these laws come from, if you want to come on the show or just message us,
indulge us.
please indulge us.
We need to have
We
some of the
need
information, bro.
It's glorious. Anyway, Sam, I think that's going to wrap up this podcast. It's been an absolute pleasure talking again.
It has, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've had a great time.
I hope everyone's enjoyed it. I hope that we can incorporate more new mini games. I'd love to see more talk from the audience of ideas or more slang that we can use on our colloquial questionable colloquialism mini game.
Yep.
Please be sure to check out all our Facebook, all the above.
Facebook, Instagram, go join the
We're
Discord,
gonna
and if you
try
like
and-
to,
No, you're right.
we've also got our Red Circle account.
Yes.
We're possibly going to be expanding out into Spotify and Apple. And if you guys want to hear on there, just look us up, the Drop Bear Podcast, and yeah, that's about it.
It's been absolutely.
But always shoot us an email about improvements, or if you want to be interviewed, we'd love to have you on the show. Thank you.
Alright, next week might be tackling some interesting jobs or interesting life experience. So if you have an interesting life experience, please shoot us something and we'll have you on the show.
Love to have you guys. Thank you, and
Anyway.
we'll see you next time.